Hey, what's up everyone? Sam Carlson from SpawnRoom.com with another eSports Bulletin, episode 17 for July 1st, July 2nd, 2012. I took these notes yesterday, actually. Before I begin this episode, I have to start with kind of an update about the show. Initially, I had planned on all the episodes being like 1 to 3 minutes, like really quick, like that Al Jazeera network that does news and stuff. However, unless I can do this every single day, there's so much esports news that these episodes are probably going to run more like 5 minutes, roughly. In the future, when I have more time or, maybe like people that do stuff for me, then maybe we could do stuff like every single day. That would be awesome. But for now, they're going to probably be like 5-6 minutes maybe. I have no idea how long this one's going to go because it's actually pretty long. So let us jump right in. Starting this off, European team Dignitas have announced a Shootmania team for the up-and-coming title. 3 players have been signed. David Zakubas Treacy, which is a former Painkiller, Quake 4, Unreal Tournament player. I guess he played back during CPL and stuff. Gareth Garpy Marshall, former Quake Live player, and Ted Kawa Hansen, former Call of Duty 4 player. Shootmania Storm's release date is to be announced, but there have been a number of tournaments and live streams for it, so that's pretty cool. You can actually, just earlier today I was watching one, so that's cool. And the other thing that's really cool about Shootmania is we have a bunch of players with different backgrounds coming in. I mean, there's been Team Fortress 2 players, Quake Live, Unreal Tournament, Call of Duty, all sorts of first-person shooter players are coming over to this title, so that's pretty interesting. Hopefully they get the game really polished and exciting, and who knows, I mean, maybe it'll be a great esports title. Next up, European console gaming organization Link Gaming has acquired Network Esports, a community that houses professional players and produces competitive content, video content. With the new acquisition, Link Gaming is undoubtedly looking to expand its influence and make a mark in the competitive console gaming scene. They've actually been around for a while, but they had shut their doors back in, I think it was April, and they had been closed, and then they decided to come back here in June. So this past weekend, with their new acquisition, they went to EGL 6 in Stockholm, and they ended up placing 5th in that tournament. So, warning, if you want to go to their site right now, it looks like it's hacked. Mine says there's malware, so be careful. Yeah. Alright, next up in event news, Fnatic Play Raid Call StarCraft 2 Open Cup number 2, or FPRCSC2OC2 for short, is set for July 5th and 6th. Registration is open right now for 128 participants with a total prize pool of $600. You can go to play.fnatic.com. ETF2L, a well-known Team Fortress 2 league, has announced another monthly One Night Cup for July 5th. Sign-ups are open until the cup begins on, I think it was Thursday? Yeah, should be Thursday. CDiscount.com, in partnership with Team Millennium, have announced a single elimination tournament to run over the month of July. 8 top teams were invited from Europe, and battle is set to begin on July 3rd. And I think they're just doing one match at a time, so you can go check that out on millennium.org. In team and player news, the former WinFact, I've always wondered how to say that. Well, anyway, their former roster, is looking for sponsorship so they can attend the Game Goon 2012 event that is happening July 26th in Spain. The team consists of Lurpus, Basic, Gigatus, Nasu, and Plasti. In StarCraft news, pro gamer Guinea Pig has announced his retirement after a successful career playing for Team TSL and MVP in the GSL. This retirement may have been expected, though, considering he departed from MVP a few weeks ago. So, another player retiring from Brood War. On the StarCraft 2 side, Kim Violet Dong Hwan has not resigned from Team. Re-signed. Wow, I totally screwed that up. Violet has not re-signed his contract for Team Empire after dropping from GSL Code S. You can see there's so much news, it's getting complicated. I got all these random things typed out. Anyways, instead he will be returning to the United States, where he may sign with a foreign team. However, it has also been said that he may pursue an independent career similar to like what Grubby is doing, so that's cool. In a case of mutual dissatisfaction, Absolute Legends player Kiki has decided to part ways and join GameHoppers.eu, which I had actually never heard of until I saw this news article. This comes after GameHoppers experienced similar internal dispute and released their player Joe Licious. Kiki will be taking his place, and Absolute Legends will now be looking for a replacement AD carry. Unreal Tournament player Gaspar Hypno Machado has returned to the Kick Esports Club. He's been inactive for, I'm not really sure. I tried looking up how long he's been inactive. It might be a couple years, so... although I didn't find how long he's been inactive, but I did dig up some drama between him, Red Rum, and Chronic that was kind of funny. It's like this long text like conversation you can read, and it was pretty hilarious. That link will be in the description as usual. But he did get first place in the Clickfeel UT99 tournament that happened this past weekend that was a part of the XL Party event in Portugal. So, yeah, his skills, he must have got him back pretty quick and went there and dominated. He said he is also considering sticking around for other games like Shootmania, so we'll see more of him over at kick.com. That's kick with a 1 instead of an I. And following the trend of some teams, MonoManiac eSports has decided to pick up a second roster for their League of Legends team. This following their new roster that was mentioned in episode 16. So their primary team will be known as Dignitas, and their secondary team known as Ultimus. And what's weird is their Ultimus team has 5 like unknown players that have like no competitive experience. So that's pretty weird that they would pick up a team like that, and I mean, I'm assuming they're paying some of their expenses or bringing them to events, so I don't know, hopefully they can perform and, you know, catch up to everyone. So you can read staff and player statements on monoesports.com. And finally, for player and team news, Dota 2 team Zenith have earned a sponsorship deal from Razer. So Zenith is a top-performing Dota 2 team competing in a variety of tournaments, and they are also signed up for the International 2, so this is probably a big deal. It'll help them get to the event, so that's good. And finally, for miscellaneous news, Seth Killian, the former Capcom employee that had everyone talking about him for the last few weeks, has become a lead game designer at the Sony Santa Monica Studios. So I think that's probably good to know. I mean, a lot of the FGC, I think, were worried that he might disappear, or, you know, be less involved in FGC, but Santa Monica Studios are the ones that are making the PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale game. So if you haven't checked that out, it's kind of like Super Smash Bros. So yeah, hopefully that game will be really awesome and competitive. Hotshot GG, professional League of Legends player from Team CLG, has appointed his mommy as CEO of Counterlogic Gaming. Helen Real Mom GG Georgialetis, or however you pronounce his last name, will take over Hotshot's duties and help manage the team. However, Hotshot will have all the final business decisions, so I mean, you can never fully trust your mother, right? You know, got to make those last decisions, got to go through them, I guess. Adam Hart, aka Keats from Shuriken.com, premiered his Divekick game at Ultimate Fighting Game Tournament 8 this year. After its successful reception and like explosive hype, he additionally showcased it at CEO 2012. And if you don't know what Divekick is, or you're wondering like what's the hype around it, you can go to Boss Fight TV's YouTube channel and look for their Divekick video, which I'll put a link in the description, I guess. But yeah, it's a pretty epic video. I really liked it. But anyway, he's decided to take this step further and create One True Games Studio and an associated Kickstarter campaign to help continue development on the game and eventually launch it on the PC. So again, the links will be provided. You can go check that out. Apparently there's a little bit of drama over it, since people are like, you know, it should be free, this game should be, you know, just freeware or whatever, blah, blah, blah. They're all, you know, bitching about how much, because he wants like 30 grand. And it's like, come on, he's starting a game studio. It's not like he's just making this game and be like, hey, give me 30 grand for it. I mean, he's obviously doing work on it, so People and money. It's ridiculous. I mean, 30 grand, come on, that's like not that much. I think like most of the game development stuff on Kickstarter, they're asking for like $1 million and they're getting like 6 million and stuff like that, so whatever. Last bit of news. Looks like Day 9 is back from vacation, so he will be going live with a Fun Day Monday, and I think that's starting in a couple hours, so you can go to day9.tv and watch that. Okay, before we wrap up here, I have a few last minute announcements, or mentions, I guess. First of all, if you haven't been to spawnroom.com, go check it out. Let me know what you think. The new site is launched. It's version 0.3, so I mean, there's still obviously a lot to be done, but I changed it substantially, so go check it out. If you have like a couple minutes, I would be super eternally grateful. Sign up for an account, log in, do a search for Liquid Rising, and give it a vote. It's kind of like IMDb, so give it a vote 1 out of 10, and I just want to see, like, you know, hopefully my calculations are right on the rating system in the background and whatnot, so... Second, shout out to Definitive Esports. I wanted to just give them a shout out because their site is pretty sweet. I saw it when they first started up, and now they are really on top of their game because they are releasing news articles faster than like anyone else, and they're also bringing up news that no one else is bringing up. So it's really cool. Like, I read news every day, and I am constantly clicking on their links because they're just doing a good job. And they're also producing a lot of video content and interviews and attending events and stuff like that. So you can go to d-esports.com to check them out, or you can go on Twitter, d-esports. Yeah, so go check that out. And finally, very last thing I promise, go to turbull.com, turbull.com. I just happened upon it, and they're having these like interesting esports discussions on there. I was reading some of their posts, and I don't know, it's just kind of cool. They're well thought out stuff on there, at least the ones I read, so go check it out. Anyways, this was an esports bulletin, and that is it. So thanks for watching as usual, and yeah, I'll see you next time.